Hey guys, I'm finally getting around to making this video. I have been swamped at work. So I'm going to show you how I do my beach waves. I use a flat iron. You can use a wand or a curling iron. This is just how I do it. If your hair doesn't hold curl very well, I would suggest using a curling iron. And I would show you how to do that, but I don't have one on me, so I'm just going to show you how I do mine. I use a heat protectant. I would highly recommend using one. So what I do is I section the bottom layer of my hair out. I don't have any clips on me, so I'm gonna use a hairband. This is honestly what I do on a daily basis because, let's be honest, who has like hair clips around all the time? So I am gonna use my heat protectant by Goldwell. It's called Just Smooth. It's my favorite because it's not sticky like the hairspray ones. It's just very lightweight and you really don't feel it in the hair, but it does add shine, which is nice. Okay, so my hair's really straight. I worked today, but if your hair had any kind of frizz or just needed to be smoothed out a little bit, I would flat iron the ends before I go in and beach wave. So I take sections, like 1.5 inch sections, and I curl everything back. You're going to want to start more like farther from the scalp. If you start right on the scalp, you're going to get a lot of volume, and I don't like that for my beach waves. I like mine to look very messy. I leave some of the ends out and then I curl some of the ends. If you leave all of the ends out, you end up getting a lot of hair curly here, and then down here it's just kind of like flat and it looks like you missed a bunch of stuff. So that's what I do. I usually alternate. And I'm doing one full turn back. Like that. So I am smoothing at the root a little bit and then going all the way down. If you don't, you end up just getting kind of like a frizzy mess at the top, and nobody likes that. So this is actually the quickest way, in my opinion, is with your flat iron. If you haven't done it before, it's really awkward at first because it's all in how you turn your wrist. So just practice it and you'll get it. Man, it's really hard trying to do this into a camera. So I'm just picking up just small sections and curling everything back. There are people that I know that alternate their beach waves, so like one goes back, one goes forward. Does not work for me. They end up fighting with each other. It looks beautiful when other people do it. I just can't do it to save my life. So my solution is doing everything in the same direction, like this way and this way. love this too because if you have any kind of highlights or balayage, it really just makes your dimension stand out versus when it's just straight. So I don't really have bangs. I have these little pieces in the front. I do them separately because that's usually the awkward part that ends up flipping a super weird direction. So I actually do those last. If you have layers in your hair, make sure you curl the ends as well because it ends up sticking out really weird if you don't. And also don't brush it out until the very end. You want to give your curls some time to set and cool down. So if you end up curling your hair and you get a piece that looks really weird, you can absolutely go over it, but make sure you wait for your hair to cool back down because if you don't, it's not going to reshape it. It's just going to end up frying your hair. So then you're going to want to let it cool down for a few seconds. I use a dry texturizing spray. You can use hairspray. My hair holds curl really well, so I'm lucky. But dry texturizing spray is probably the best thing because it's going to show all the texture in your hair and give you more of a messy look versus hairspray. It's just going to hold. You can use both. You don't have to use anything. I definitely would recommend using something. So I will I will flip my head over like I'm blow drying it, and then I'll spray it in. And then if there's some pieces that are kind of weird, like here, it looks like it fell out, just pick them up and recurl them. And there it is. I hope that helped. If you guys have any questions, you can send me a message and I will do my best to answer. Thanks.